Hey guys, it's MeAdmiralStarks back with another video question straight away for you guys. Do you think Darkflow understands that the silver grind is really slow in the game? Borderline, it's kind of low-key even too slow. Because it seems like some of the complaints might have gone through, or maybe they understand they could be giving a little bit more to us because there's a new changelog. It's an interesting one about extra slots for premium squads. We're going to read through it. We're going to talk about it. I am going to stand for the community's interest, saying that we could be getting more silver, and that's obviously always my stance. The rewards could be higher, the grind could be obviously faster, but I will defend Darkflow in this matter as well. So I'm gonna stay as friendly and neutral for everyone, or I guess I'm just gonna be an enemy to everyone, I guess you can say that. Let's have a look at the changelog here. Special slots for premium squads. So basically what they're saying, you're gonna have a free extra slot for another squad, which is going to be exclusively a premium squad. No other squads can be placed in this slot, so if you don't have a premium squad, then that is going to remain empty. I'm just going to read through their words. Soon your army will become larger by one squad, so potentially you will be able to earn more experience and silver. That is, I mean, they kind of highlighted themselves. In battles without sacrificing combat effectiveness, we are increasing the maximum number of squads you can take into the battle by adding one extra slot exclusive to premium squads. They go on about saying how throughout the development of the game, we've tried to impress you with premium units that stand out visually or with their weapons, and also give you double experience in silver. But the longer you support the development of the game by purchasing these squads, the more often you encounter situations where it's tactically more favorable to take a more powerful regular, aka Tech 3 squad, into a battle than an interesting but weaker premium squad. And I get it. On my other account, where I have everything unlocked, I've got a lot of premium squads, but I don't play them all the time because there are better ones in the Tech 3. Yes, they come with the premium bonus, which is nice and dandy, but they're not necessarily better than the ones that are in Tech 3. Obviously, there are some really good premium squads. We all know that. But it's not 100% the case. And yeah, they keep on saying about the new slots will not give combat advantage to players who support the development. All premium squads added to the game have roughly similar effectiveness as their upgradable equivalents, but stand out with their interesting appearance and rare weapons and equipment. So that's basically they're trying to say that, you know, if you end up buying premium squad, doesn't mean that you're going to have an advantage or something like that. I truly stand by that, because there are some really, really good squads in the game, or event squads that are free as well, which you have free, you know, to unlock them. Please note, we are still working on this feature, and it might come out in a separate update after the major update if we can't finish it on time. So now let's talk about the major update. I think the major update is going to be January, February. We've got March left for the Steam launch, because they said Q1 2024. So the major update should be in March, technically, because I think they're going to launch the game in Steam, and it's going to be like a one big update. Everyone's going to be happy. I think it's then. If they can make it, then the feature is going to roll out with that update. If they don't have enough time, then they're going to have its own deadline. Whoever knows when that is going to happen. And that's why we are today on my free-to-play, brand new account. We've done 6 games on this account, and we're going to talk a little bit about the grind, more specifically the silver grind, because like it seems like the Darkflow understands they could be giving us a little bit more silver, and I totally stand by it. We could be receiving more, especially like the daily tasks and all the rewards that we get. 500 silver, 1,000 silver, that is pretty laughable. I think like the smallest reward for any task you do, it should not be less than 5,000, or even, I don't know, low-key a bit more. But the example I want to give you is that if you're a brand new player that just started a game, I've played 6 games, as you can can see here in the profile. And I've managed to unlock the medic squad here. I've managed to unlock the engineering squad up here, and I've almost managed to unlock the Sten Mark III. Now, for the medic squad that I have, I did all of the upgrades. So I have the max amount of people there can be in a squad. I've kitted them out with all the weapons, tools, medkits, anything they need. The engineering squad, it's freshly unlocked. These guys have relatively everything they need for the battle as well. So as this squad, they have everything they pretty much need. Now, the only squad that I've kind of saved cash on is the M13, which I have all of the upgrades unlocked, but I don't really see a sense of upgrading this thing, because if this thing goes kaboom, it always just goes kaboom, and I don't think upgrading is going to make it much more efficient, because it's already very, very efficient. Therefore, these guys that are running this thing doesn't really have much on them. They only need toolbox just in case they survive. They can fix the gun, whatever. They can keep shooting the planes. But even if I would upgrade this guy, and if I would buy all of the guns and tools for this, I would still have silver left over. And at this stage, as far as I've gone into the game, I feel like for an early stage, the research takes long enough for you to save enough silver to then afford things, if that makes any sense. I understand going down the line, higher battle ratings, 3, 4, 5, the stuff gets increasingly more expensive, but the silver grind doesn't increase. It's still the same pace that you do it in a low tier. The only difference is that the higher you go, the longer it takes to unlock. 100k in tier 2, even 120, 125, 140, 165, 70, 72, 80. Do we have 80? We used to have 80. Anyways, they've brought that down a little bit. 175 for the top tier. By the time you unlock the level, you've surely saved enough to buy a couple of weapons, to put in some guys in the squad, kit them out with all the tools you need, and you're just fine. Obviously, we can always go and say we need more. And some occasions, when you eventually get to the point where you have all of the squad upgrades, these guys, for example, for the levels of the soldier, you're going to end up going and doing perks. You're going to reset your perks. You're going to change around your perks. All that costs cash. So you're going to need cash for that. Then eventually you're going to, for example, these guys, you're going to go and unlock all the stars for your guns. I would urge you to unlock these discounts before you upgrade your weapons, because this is going to make it way cheaper to upgrade your weapons. You're going to start upgrading your guns. And it's not only you need to upgrade one gun and all of they're done. You literally need to upgrade every single gun they're holding. And I understand that is going to take a cash, but by the time you actually get to the point where all that is unlocked, where you can start spending the cash, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have just about enough to do it. Obviously, we're gonna be judging it now by a new player standards, low tier. I really don't see any limitation. This is where I'm kind of defending the game, saying that, you know, it's fine unless you're jumping across all of the different nations and you're trying to kit out every single nation with new squads, with new guns and yada yada yada. Then it's probably a bit tight on the silver. But if you focus on one nation at a time, you make sure you get the good squads you like, you make sure you get the good weapons you have, and you keep them playing, and you can switch over to a different nation afterwards with already some of the capital you've earned, I really think you're gonna be fine. But I get it. It is slow, and therefore that's probably the reason why this change is here. Why would they otherwise do it? I know it kind of invites you to buy a premium squad again, so it's kind of a soft spot for you to like, oh, right, there's this slot that I can't use, and I might buy a premium squad, you know, just to put it in there. Again, it's probably a bit of a marketing, a bit of both, just, you know, trying to support the player in one way, but obviously they need to earn from it the other way, which kind of makes sense. I know there are people that strongly just will never spend a cent for a Gaijin game, and then there are equally as many people that have at least one premium squad in the game, so this slot is going to come in very, very handy. But yeah, I'm gonna say that yes, give us more silver, but on the other hand, you know, how much do you really need? At least I'm gonna be judging by my low tier account, and if you ever wonder how this thing goes, I'm documenting every single game on this account that I do. I do 3 games at a time recordings. There are the StarkQE Juniors free-to-play adventures playlist on my channel, where you can see literally every single game I've played. I've done 6 games, so there are 2 episodes of 3 games in each, and you will be able to follow along how this free-to-play new player account goes, and am I ever gonna run into an issue where I don't have enough silver for something. That's all I have to say. Make sure you let me know down in the comments below your opinions about all this shenanigans. Try and stay as civilized as you can, and that's where I'm gonna leave you. Been me, MeAdmiralStarks. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Oh, and there might be a stream tomorrow, which is 27th of February. Stay tuned.